Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise, its continuing mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. That's right, you guessed it, it is Star Trek: The Next Generation for the Sega Genesis, and if you got that wrong, that's okay. It is Star Trek: The Next Generation. Echoes from the past for the Sega Genesis, and from what you can tell, this game makes a pretty good first impression. Like, look at that. Nice, classy music from the TV series, and I'd say it's pretty crisp. It's nice and clear. For the 16-bit era, it's pretty great. So you start out in the bridge of the Enterprise, just read the captain's log. And so basically the main storyline here is that the Romulans lost a research vessel. I believe that's what it is, and they keep crossing into the neutral zone. That's what you're supposed to believe at the beginning, but the story builds up, and almost immediately you get a distress call from Dr. Talaris, and you are sent to the planet Codis Nu Vi. I hope I said that right. And I like this game's con system. It's very nice and basic. You can warp wherever you want. You can go to Starbase to repair your ship. And there's a lot of interesting things in this game. Along the way in your adventure, you will encounter many enemies. And for example, here we have enemies crossing into Starfleet territory. And you can speak to them in whatever way you want. You can change what you want to say and cycle through, and you will get a different result from whatever you say. And so our little Romulan friend here, I believe we get into a scrap. Oh, there we go. The tactical system in this game is a little interesting. The Enterprise definitely does not maneuver like a Galaxy-class starship. Oh, and the warbirds are the worst, not the scouts. Yeah, it doesn't maneuver very well, but it's playable. It's good enough. You can see your damage systems on the side, photon torpedoes, and what you're fighting at the bottom, and their shields and everything. Of course, if that happens, it kind of sucks. You have to fight quite a few enemies sometimes before you actually win. But you can back out of a fight by holding B, which I didn't realize until much later, even though I've had this game since I was a kid. I never knew that. After traveling through time and space, okay, not time, space, you will end up on the planet, the moon, Codis Nu Vi, hope I'm saying that right once again. And you have to rescue Dr. Talaris, who has barricaded herself in him or her, I can't really tell, it looks funny. And so you fight Romulans with your phaser. And it's okay to pick Captain Picard for your earlier missions, because when he dies, it's game over basically. But as you can see, this is not a very hard mission. Ground combat is very interesting. It's quite basic, as you saw, shooting Romulans with phasers, and it's very easy. It's not too bad. I like it. I like the ground combat, but mainly I like the space combat because it's fun to mess with Romulans. Later on, you do see more enemies, but this game, it's kind of hard to get very far. That's why it took so long to get this review up, because, like, it's a little difficult, yeah, but it's not that bad. Ground missions are very basic. They are pretty easy, and they're pretty fun sometimes. Like, they incorporate puzzles, and there's certain objectives. I mean, of course you have to have objectives, but these aren't boring objectives like put this over there and now put this over here. You actually have to try to figure it out yourself, use your mind. And personally, I like that. I don't know about other people, but it's interesting. The second mission in the game is you are aboard an alien vessel and you have to get it up and running again. I don't know why they really even care, but they're Starfleet, you know. And so it's your job to get them up and running again. Probably one of the worst missions in the game. This is the moon level, the third level, and you have to rescue some miners from some very odd looking aliens. The objective is to find 10 miners, and you also have to find some minerals on the side. You don't have to, but they make you come back for them later, so it's smart to grab them before. You would see them on the walls, but you have to use Geordie LaForge. Um, it's very, very annoying. This level is just a maze, and you're just aimlessly walking through. You have no idea what you're doing. And it's very, very poorly done. The fact that they do it twice just shows how lazy they were when they came to these levels. The rest of the game is absolutely fantastic, but I was way too frustrated to pass this level. I've done it before, but this is probably the worst level in the game. Unfortunately, because of the third level, I had to cut it short because that level is way too frustrating to get anywhere. I've done it before. It's easy, well, if you're committed to it, it's easy to get past it. But unfortunately, I was not committed to it, and it would take much too long. And you have to find if you don't want it to take any time, you have to file a guide very closely, and that's just annoying. Sorry I had to cut this short, and I know it's been a while, and this is like the first thing that I've actually edited and uploaded. You will see better things, it's just I haven't had much time. I probably will have more time now, but thanks for watching my reviews. You will see much better things in the future, and I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching.